Next. You should know that a person wearing a newly forged sword will invariably blunder, even if that sword cuts well. So, basically, this is like you got to watch your new guys a little bit.
Wait, say that one again?
It's you should know that a person wearing a newly forged sword will invariably blunder, even if that sword cuts well.
Okay, gotcha.
So you got to watch your new guys. And here's the amplification on this one. A sword that is not at least 100 years old is one that you cannot rely on.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Like young people, full of vigor and energy, the vitality of a young sword is not entirely stable. You cannot rely on it. Hey, you got to watch.
Yeah.
You got to watch.
Unproven.
Got to watch them. That makes sense to me. Now, I'm not saying they won't be badasses, because they might be.
Right.
They might be. I had new guys that were complete badasses. But you don't know that. I also had new guys where you'd think they're going to be good. It's weird, man. I've been talking about buds a little bit lately.
Sure.
With some of my friends. You have no idea who's going to make it through.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Because it's mental, right? Because
mental
you can't see
physical.
their mental.
It's mental
and
physical. It's mental and physical.
Hey, can you get cut from buds just because you're not like? Let's say, is there like, I don't know, but like let's say there's a run, and you gotta, is there any circumstances that are this or similar to this where you gotta make this run in 10 minutes, whatever, and if you don't make the 10 minutes, you're out.
Yeah,
buds. There's stuff like
for
that.
sure, absolutely. There's actually the standard times for the runs have been in place since I went through, and they're the same for what they call a 4 mile timed run.
Yeah,
the 4 mile timed run in first phase. The maximum time you can take is 32 minutes.
32 minutes. What do you run in?
That's you're surprised because that's slow, right?
4 mile.
That's a
time run.
That's an 8-minute mile.
That's pretty fast.
What?
It's pretty fast.
No,
it's pretty fast.
Then in second phase it goes down to 30 minutes. Bro, you used to run a what?
Yeah, I could do it, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
I was
let me tell you. That is not fast. That is not fast.
All right.
In second phase, it goes to 30 minutes. In fourth phase, it goes to 28 minutes. That's a 7-minute mile. That is not fast.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like 10-minute mile.
This is what trips people up, or jams people up, as you like to say. What jams people up is when you do the run, you're not fresh. That's the thing. You're not fresh. You're not fresh. You're wearing boots. You're wearing pants. Yeah. You're on the soft sand.
On the sand.
Yeah. And the sand, like part of it will be hard pack. Yeah. But then like part of it's going to be soft. Yeah. And this has changed a little bit from what I've been told. Oh. When I went through, the instructors, maybe that run was 4.2 miles. Yeah. Maybe it was 4.5 miles. Maybe it was 3.8 miles. They kind of estimated.
So if you didn't make it the time.
So when I went through, if you didn't make the time for run. Yeah. They had your name. If you failed again, you were done.
Okay, so it's like one strike.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, the interesting thing is, if you failed to run and then you failed to swim, you would still be there. But if you failed to run or swim again,
yeah. Okay.
If you failed to run and to swim and you failed an obstacle course, you'd still be there. Gotcha. You fail one more time. They call it being on the bubble.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that actually came from officer candidate school. I don't think we said the bubble. There's new things that develop in buds.
Yeah.
That come.
Yeah, I've heard on the bubble plenty times. You're on the bubble. Like
they say it about buds, or that just means in general. In life. Yeah. Like,
football,
you're at your job. Yeah, you're on the bubble. You're gonna get cut.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks. Okay, so that's what you mean by it's physical, because like.
Yeah, it's physical. Okay. Like if you don't.
Yeah, you can fail physically.
I've been telling people this lately. I had to run as fast as I could possibly run to pass the runs.
For that form, that would be me too.
And the one time I paced myself. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pace myself. And I'll be fine. Yeah, I paced myself. Yeah, I failed. So then from then on, and I had a buddy that was a cross country runner in high school or college or something. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, run with me. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah. Like I ran as hard as and that's how I had to run every run. I had to run as hard as I could.
Yeah.
And there's guys that ran cross country. Those runs are a joke for those guys. I mean, Echo, it's no big deal there's a lot of people that can run 5-minute miles.
Yeah.
That are doing those runs in, a 4 mile run in like 20 to 22 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm
surprised that you thought that was fast. I think I just caught you off guard. No, it's slow, dude.
It might be slow. Depends on what you mean by fast, and depends on what you mean by slow. When I used to like run, I would run on the treadmill, and I would run a 7-minute mile.
Don't talk to me about the treadmill. The treadmills are no.
That's part of my point. You run on the treadmill. I'd run like a 7-minute mile pace, and I'd be like, "Dang!" But I'd only do like 1 mile, and I'd be like, "Good." That's
I've only run on a treadmill like three times.
It's easier. It's easier. You're like,
it's kind of bouncy. When I was on board ships, I would run around the flight deck.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
Marines
and I'm like,
what I'm talking about.
Shoot, these guys running 7-8 minute mile. Usually when I'd run like 4 miles or 5 miles on the treadmill, it'd be like 10, like just under like a 9-minute something mile.
I don't even know how to translate to a treadmill. I honestly don't.
Well,
I don't know how that translates.
Yeah. So I would say it's like.
But a 9-minute mile is pathetic.
Right. That's the pace I would run my 4 miles. And I wouldn't be dead, but that'd be to go harder.
There's something wrong.
If you want me to run an 8-minute, 7-minute, 8-minute mile with boots in sand, even some of the time, you're crazy. I would be.
So you're a slow distance runner, is what I'm hearing.
Apparently, yeah. I would be going like you as fast as I possibly can to make it.
Check.
Dang.
Back to the book.